Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to walk you through how to tab your ICD-10 book. The book that I'll be using today is the Optum 360 ICD-10 Expert for Physicians. This is the official code set, valid from October 1, 2015 through September 30th, 2016. First thing we're going to look at is I want you to note that you'll see that I have tabs along the top of the book. And I also have tabs along the side of my coding book. I'm going to review with you each one of these tabs and the page numbers associated with them so that you may tab your book as well. First thing that we'll note here is my Start tab. This is going to take us to the official coding guidelines and reporting guidelines. You'll see this here, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. You'll see here my Start tab. And this is ICD-10 Official Guidelines for Coding and Reporting for 2016. It reviews each chapter and the coding conventions within here. All right. The very next tab that I'm going to have is also going to be at the top. And this is going to be the index to diseases and injuries. So you'll see here that I have a tab that says My Alpha. And this is the Alpha Index, and it's arranged in alphabetical order by disease, by specific illness, injury, abbreviation, or descriptive diagnostic term. And you'll see right at the top here, I'm going to scroll in, that we have abnormal. Let's see if we can clear that up just a little. So we have abnormal here, abortion, and then it drills down. Again, this is our alpha index to diseases. The very next tab that I'm going to have, and let's drill all the way back out, is going to be our neoplasms tab. So you'll see the neoplasms tab noted here. The neoplasms table provides us proper code based upon history or histology and the site of the neoplasm. This is going to be on page 321 of this particular coding manual. The next tab that I have at the top of my page is the table of drugs and chemicals. And you'll see here that this says ICD-10 CM Table of Drugs and Chemicals. This table of drugs and chemicals is a list of drug and the specific codes that identify the drug and the drug intent. So just so that you note. Again, this is going to be on page 339 of this particular coding manual. The next tab that you see I have at the top of my book, and it's a little different, is going to be my External Causes tab. This is the ICD-10 CM Index to External Causes. This is also an alphabetical index to the external causes and injuries, and it is arranged in alphabetical order by main term indicating the event. You'll see that I have a couple of other tabs at the top a frequently looked up diagnosis. I have a tab here for hypertension, and this is where the hypertension particular tab begins. I-10 through I-15, that's specific for me, that I code on a day-to-day basis. I also code a lot of pressure ulcers, so you'll see that I have a tab on this page for all the pressure ulcers. Another tab that you see on here at the top of the page is going to be the table of muscles and tendons. This is going to begin on page 666 of this ICD-10 manual. And that concludes all of the tabs that I have at the top of the book. Now I'm going to slide this book around so that we can see the sides. Let's zoom out a little bit. All right. So you'll see here the first tab that I have noted is going to be Chapter 1. So I've noted within each chapter the beginning page number, and I'm going to drill in just a little bit, hopefully so that you can see a little better the terms at the beginning of each chapter. So you'll see we have Chapter 1, Certain Infectious and Parasitic Diseases, A00 through B99. And again, this begins on page 423. The next tab that I have, and you'll see that it's noted here, Chapter 2. This is our neoplasms chapter. As you can see, each chapter changes color. Chapter 1 was in green. Chapter 2 is in blue. And if you look along the side of the book, each chapter changes colors to help you with identifying each chapter. Again, Chapter 2 is neoplasms. They're going to begin on page 444, C00 through D49. Then we have Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is diseases of blood and blood-forming organs. This is going to be on beginning on page 478, D50 through D89. The next chapter is Chapter 4. You'll see that it's in yellow. Chapter 4 is the endocrine, nutritional, metabolic diseases chapter, E00 through E89. Chapter 5 is going to be in purple. This is mental, behavioral, and neurodevelopmental disorders, F01 through F99. We'll pick up to Chapter 6. Chapter 6 is in orange. Diseases of the nervous system, G00 through G89. Then we have Chapter 7. Chapter 7 is in green, and you'll see here that Chapter 7 is diseases of the eye and the adnexa, H00 through H59. Chapter 8 is in blue. Chapter 8 is diseases of the ear and the mastoid process. This is going to begin on page 572, H60 through H95. And chapter number 9, as you can see, this is for diseases of the circulatory system. And I've actually spelled out circulatory on here just to help me because I use this particular chapter quite a bit. I00 through I99. And again, this chapter is going to begin on page 583. Chapter 10 is in yellow, and Chapter 10 is Diseases of the Respiratory System, J00 through J99. Then we'll move up to Chapter 11. Chapter 11 is going to be in purple. Chapter 11 is going to begin on page 630, and this is Diseases of the Digestive System, K00 through K95. Chapter 12 is listed next. Diseases of the skin and subcutaneous tissue. This is in orange. It's going to begin on page 648, and this is L00 through L99. Chapter 13 is going to be next, and it's in green. Diseases of the musculoskeletal system and connective tissue. This is going to begin on page 665, M00 through M99. Chapter 14 is in blue. Chapter 14 is Diseases of the genital. Chapter 14, Diseases of the genitourinary system. These are going to begin on page 746, N00 through N99. Chapter 15 is going to be our next chapter. It's in red. Pregnancy, childbirth, and prepuberty, O00 through O9A. The next chapter is Chapter 16. Chapter 16 is certain conditions originating in the prenatal period. These are going to begin on page 795. Chapter 16, certain conditions originating in the prenatal period. Take 3. Chapter 16, certain conditions originating in the perinatal period. This chapter begins on page 795, and it's in yellow, P00 through P96. Chapter 17 is congenital malformations, deformations, and chromosomal abnormalities, Q00 through Q99. Chapter 18 is going to be in orange. This is going to be symptoms, signs, and abnormal clinical and laboratory findings not elsewhere classified, R00 through R99. Chapter 19 is in green. Chapter 19 is injury, poisonings, and certain other consequences of external causes, S00 through T88. Chapter 20. Chapter 20 is external causes of morbidity, V00 Y00 through Y99. And our last chapter is Chapter 21, Factors Influencing Health Status and Contact for Health Services, Z00 through Z99. Again, this has been How to Tab Your ICD-10 book. The book that I've used on today is the Optum 360 ICD-10 book, ICD-10 CM Experts for Physicians. My name is Tatum-Williams, and I want to thank you today for joining me on How to Code Your ICD-10 book. Have a wonderful day.